Oh yeah, let this beautiful, majestic area do the speaking for itself. You can hear the birds. Oh, no one around. Is that what we strive for in life? The simpler things, being able to listen to the birds, the sound of running water? Or do we crave paperwork, clicking buttons, the wrong buttons, of course, all the time? Yeah, that's not what we're going for. We're just trying to, decompress, take a deep breath, and just live life. Look at all this beautiful nature that God gave us around us. It doesn't matter what paperwork, documentation you have. No one really can explain how magically this all came to be. Maybe there is a park ranger up here. I'm sure he studied the land so much, put his life work, meaning to answer what nature does because nature does it on its own, why it's hardwired to do the things it does. It makes no sense that this bird is alarming this other reptile that's about to be attacked by another animal. It really how it all is in rhythm. And whatever, offsetting chain of events that we do, to make an impact on what they would do, they just adjust. They know better. It's just what they were born into, They're just a bystander of their life and their environment. And that's what makes it so beautiful. Because when we can't live like this anymore, something will have to coexist, something will have to go on. It won't be us humans. We'll be out there in outer space fighting another battle between ourselves, some impossible battle to win that we think that we can win, That all sounds so cynical, but I'm just an observer of my surroundings, This is all, oh, okay. Do I have to prepay and park? No, I'm walking my bike in, That's fine. I understand they need money to keep open here. We'll see. We'll see who tells me I can't do it. I can't enjoy Mother Nature. Let's see how that works out. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's totally natural, common sense, for other people to tell other people they can't enjoy what God gave us. Yeah, it takes a lot for me to process, but I get it. And I guess the taxes aren't high enough out here, so that's fine. There's so many other people enjoying it like they can. No, they have to work. They have to go out there to pay the man. Uncle Sam needs the taxes to keep a place like this open, a place that no one uses. It makes me scratch my head a little bit. The whole common sense of it all. It's so hard to maintain Mother Nature. This is so hard to maintain. Why? What's so hard? It takes care of itself. Why do we need the landscaping? Why do we need to mow the lawn? You think that Mother Nature won't be able to survive without our gas guzzling machines to, knock it back in its place because we need to put our houses here? Oh, but this is the small little amount of land that houses can't be on. So if I want to enjoy it, I have to be taxed out of my ass to just enjoy this little space because no one else can because they have to be at work. That makes a lot of sense. We'll see what these park rangers have to say. I don't know. Maybe I'm on the wrong path. I thought it was just beautiful Mother Nature I was walking into. I can't even find where the historic site is. I just want to go climb up that mountain. Doesn't matter to me. I find it all majestic, every little single piece of it. Not one little piece is greater than the other. It's all equally beautiful. I can appreciate that. I can sit here, I can take a deep breath, soak it all in. No one else is here. This is my place, my time. They're busy fighting in traffic, that's okay. This is my place, Let them have their place. They can fight that battle. They can make it to the third place in line in the Wendy's fast food line. It depends. Do you want to get choked out, stabbed, or you want to get shot in the head? depends how you want to go out. For me, I just want to take care of myself. People understand the simple things in life. This is my place. No one can ruin this. So there goes a bunny running across the road. Oh, I don't know if that bunny paid $5 for parking. Really, that sounds so cynical, but it's as silly as that. Oh, does this machine even work? I'll be sitting there 3 hours trying to figure out how to pay these people their money. You know, I didn't pay enough. Never is enough. Never with any of them. Never was enough for me either. So I can get it. Okay, now we're into the hip town. This is it. This is the real Santa Clarita. We want to talk. This is how I used to be able to live. Oh, we got a gas tank over here. Okay. You know. Oh, who's hiding under those floorboards in that house? Who's coming out to get them? Is it Manson family? The Manson gang? What's it called? Who's that Charles Manson guy? Ted Bundy? He had his comrades come check people out here? Maybe we should check it out. I should check this house out. I don't care. Okay, let me check it out. I don't care. I need a little shade. Oh wow, this is nice. No one can mess with me here. Oh man, to be able to live like this, really. You know, this is great. I'd churn butter. I don't know. It would be my God-given, service to, milk some ores. I mean, wow. If I'm not sure where this is, honestly. I only biked here from my house. It seems kind of, these birds are really loud. I don't like it. I only like when they come in on my alarm. I only like when my alarm clock makes these noises. Ooh. It sounds too natural for me. I feel like I'm really living. I don't like it. To appreciate a mountain that looks like that. Wow. Look at that overgrown little yellow flowers. Oof. Oh man. No humidity in the air. Once upon a time, this granddaddy tree lived here. You think about that. He's still living under this land. No one can take away his power. He'll live forever. Trees got a lot on us humans. They never die. They only die when we knock them down. Yeah. We got metal poles instead. That's a real living thing, yeah. That can give us good, juju, really communicate with us. Oh yeah, he's got a rusty mouth. He's looking back, says, your mouth is a little rustier, you know that? Funny. Yeah, they take a good pair. No wonder they want $5. They got this wood looking like maybe it should look kind of like wood. Maybe I came and made it, dirtied it up. It's gotta look old, but anyone can't actually use it. So we'll see if we can get in here. Oh, wow, this is cool. Oh my God. Wow, I can't believe they left the door open. I'll be darned. This is amazing. Wow, I'm so happy I can come in here. This is so cool. I'm so glad they let this open. I can't believe they trust people this much. This is, wow, oh my God. This is crazy. Really. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Smells so good in here. Oh, hi. Who's in here? Can I say hi? Teacher, I did a bad thing. Will you spank me? Will you spank me with your ruler? I'll bring you an apple tomorrow. I swear I really will. Oh, wow. What a treat. I mean, what I do to enjoy something, just the smell of this building. Yeah, even got the rag from 200 years ago. Oh, they locked it up. Groundskeeper Willie gotta get in. Oh man. Welcome to Mentryville. I'll be done. Darn it. That's amazing, man. Man, people are really great around here. Thank you, LA County Parks and Rec, for your service. This is amazing. It's for me to be able to stumble upon this. See what amazing things. Oh my God, encyclopedia. Oh, it's so small, the writing. That's beautiful. Oh, this globe. I could only imagine being in school without computers, Perish the thought of being fished or anything. All that spam, all that nonsense, just being able to focus on real studies. Wow. Eclectic spelling book. Oh, is eclectic a strong term these days? I wouldn't use that too freely anymore. I would never call a spelling book eclectic. I would just call it comprehensive, You can't be getting too extreme with your words. You never know how that's going to be taken. That's an extreme word, eclectic. It's a lot for me to take, but oh wow, we got some tulips here. Maybe I was on the right side. I did flip the book upside down. We got another Funkin' Wagnalls. 15 Jasper Lavoisier. Oral and written English. Potter, Jeschke, Gillette. Simon and Schuster. 2 + 3 = 5. Or does it really? I don't know. Not for me. It doesn't seem that easy. But we got a lot of places to put our ideas. We got a lot of places to free think, critical think. Be ourselves. Be a flower that blossoms how God intended us to be. Be all unique and different and special in our own ways. That's really what this young early education means. That's really the message that they're trying to deliver here. And they'll preserve it at all costs, even at an unsupervised way. They're really trying to risk it for people to come back here. They know no one cares. I mean, no one even comes back here and graffitis it. We're in LA. Really, that they trust people, that this is that hidden of a gem, that they can leave this untouched and, trust people to come here and just enjoy the preserved history for what it is. It's really incredible. I tip my hat to them by all means. It's really wondrous. I know it takes a lot of money and upkeep to keep things like this so pristine. Wow, I couldn't even imagine being a kid in school, sitting there. That smell of wood, it smells like this place was built a year ago. Man, this old architecture really, oh man, it smells so good listening to those birds. Almost smells like oil. I wonder what this metal rod is right here. Interesting. Natural gas or something. A water fountain for giants. We got this, maybe they're trying to put AC in, I don't know. Global warming, it's, maybe it's fake, I don't know. Only having the, environment heat up by 1.5 degrees, permanently. Maybe it's pseudoscience, I don't know. Things change, so can't, I don't know. I certainly love my car. Whenever I need to get somewhere conveniently, even though I biked here, they make good wood. This place is really made solid. Wow. They even have the doggy door. It's not even closed. Did I close this right? This is beautiful. Wow. I love it so much. Can't believe they entrusted the public with this. I could not trust anyone. So, that's amazing. I'm back out here with my fellow comrades. my birds flock together. We all stick together, so, these birds, they'll always let me know what's going on. I know to trust them. What else we got here, guys? I don't know much more I have to say, any more nonsense, any deep meanings of life I really have to give on this walk here, there's not much I have to say. A narrator can only provide so much. Really, people, they need to construe their own stories, and form their own opinions. Everyone's got an opinion. And if everyone, at the end of a story or a lesson, doesn't raise their hand, doesn't ask a question, you all know someone's thinking something in the back of their head. It's not that they don't have an opinion. We all know they do. And to be able to facilitate an environment where people are not afraid to come forward and, express how they feel, that's something we all need to foster better. Because I can tell you, there's a lot of things I'm hesitant, I get scared to speak up. I don't always have a complete thought, but I know when I begin and I bring that situation to the forefront, it brings a lot of thinking and brainstorming in other people's minds. And that's the whole point of everything. I mean, I don't care what you do in life, what kind of line of work you're in, really, until you can kind of spark those creative conversations, how to get better, how to be able to, leverage this amazing environment. I don't know how high up that little rocky point is right there, how beautiful, how far that is. I know one day I want to climb up there. I don't know if there's a path forged, or, there's a place to mountain bike where I need to get the right bike, spend a lot of money on equipment. I know it's not that hard for me to exercise, and it doesn't look that far. As amazing as that would be, I want to go up there. I've driven by it so many times, wondered how could I get closer, trying to understand what this little section meant, because it seems so magical to me. And, this is the closest I've gotten, so yeah, it's quite the place. Really, really amazing. You can't really put it into words. It's a simple place not a lot of people know about, but it was something that will put your heart at ease, that's for sure. To be able to understand how lucky you are to live in a place like that, where you got this inverted bowl canyon of green shrubs and dry dirt that the gods could just do 30 backflips off of and laugh at us while we're busy yelling at people in traffic and complaining about numbers that don't look right, that banks are lending off of that don't exist, and betting against society to fail, shorting companies into the ground. It would make no difference if I can sit at home with money I got from someone else and make a huge bet, and because that bet's so big, it has so much downward pressure on such an awesome company that could have changed the future of the world, but because I wanted to get rich, I wanted to short that company, bring it to the ground, expose it for things that maybe necessarily weren't completely true yet. They hadn't had the chance for the whole thing to come out. Maybe those companies weren't stringent enough on, managing their money. They didn't run enough, quote unquote, lean enough business, but that doesn't mean, same thing goes with pro-choice. That doesn't mean they don't deserve the chance, right? Everyone deserves a chance. Are we going to, stop people at the border and tell them they don't deserve a better life to live in this country, and why this country provides a better life and theirs doesn't? I mean, Even the Bible explains that it's all about the haves and have-nots, the winners and the losers, the yesers and the knowers. I mean, does it have to be that way? Only because, that's all we have to go off with history. Can we rewrite history? Do we have to believe everything that we're told in history books? Everything they told us in school? Why are these people coming up to me and telling me things that I would never put my kid in California schools? It doesn't seem right. They're doing something wicked in those California schools, but they can't explain what. They said I don't like what they're teaching. What is this agenda they're teaching? I mean, I have ideas. I get it. It's a published story. But what's the bigger message here? Why is it that rotten down to earth that they can really twist our minds? I mean, is it just school or is it all the programming? The TV, the video games? And why is the kid so accustomed to that already? The second he comes out of the womb, he seems like he wants it. He's rotten right away. Because we're sinners, just like the Bible says, that we're all rotten the day we come out. You gonna look at this little kid, the second he comes out of the womb? Oh, he's ripe for the prison industrial complex? Is that how we want to tailor our minds here? I mean, I don't know what's going on this road. It goes so far back. There's one building. Then we got this trail here. I didn't find anything like this on YouTube. Wow, a peaceful creek. It's mighty old hot here. I really did wish I'd bring some water. I had smarter times. Seems like I never learn, but that's okay. Maybe I'll drink this water. Anything to listen to my birds. Anything. You know that? This is Mentryville, California, guys. There's a lot of history that goes on here. I don't know, is this the first oil pump over here? I mean, this is cool. I mean, really, I leave my bike here. Wow, what can I say? I mean, I'm speechless. Really? I mean, where are all the people at? There's no money to be made hanging out in the woods, just having a good time. It's unfortunate, I wonder if, people in Europe, when they have their 2-hour lunch breaks and they get to drink their wine and, talk to their friends and be a little more what, everyone would just blatantly call progressive. But, I don't think they're extreme, honestly. I don't think they're being extreme. I can look at it in a rational way. They're just, being a little more human. And, that's okay. Where, us, we pay a lot of taxes in California, and I mean, I'm happy, nonprofits can establish their mission and everything, but, you gotta work really hard to live here. So, look at that hill up there. Ooh, purple shrubs just covering that little area that doesn't have green. Wow, purple mountains. If that's not cool, I don't know what is. This place is well preserved. I don't know how long they'll be able to keep here before they want to, build big houses for, important people who do a lot of good paperwork, and, that's okay, but, our friends in nature deserve a place to live too. I don't know if this is the original oil well, Mentryville. I don't smell any oil. I wish I could transfer my senses to this majestic little spot. It has a lot of shade. Oh man, something I really need right now when you forget to bring water on such a long bike ride. That's okay. I had some. I stopped at the park on the way here. There's a water fountain. I chugged it up good. I knew I just had to get out of the house. Didn't put any sunscreen on, no water. I just knew I needed to tackle it before someone told me I had something more important to do. Oh man, that's how it goes. Look at that tree way up there. Oh man. One day, I don't know if there's paths carved up here. I didn't see anyone at the front. I know you got to pay to park. It looked like no one really enforced it, That's why I ride my bike. You know, I never thought if I didn't take the push to come out here that I would ever, you know, find a most magical place like this. Apparently other, you know, we see life, you know, we see signs of life here. And it's, yeah, you can't really explain it. It's a little piece of heaven. Definitely like to learn more about it, you know. The history really sparks my interest, and, you know, it makes me realize how inconsequential, you know, how little my thoughts and, you know, my existence mean in this, you know, greater scheme of, you know, life. You know, I just want to, you know, stay hungry, stay foolish, you know, try to make a little dent on things, you know, make an impact on people's lives. You know, you see like that little like big tree wig up there. It's like, I want to be that guy. You know, he's like, nothing's gonna faze me. This is nature. I'm a botanist. I have no other explanation to give you people other than I have the desire to live. I'm not gonna live unless you cut me down with your big oil machines. And, you know, that's how this place founded. So it's quite ironic that they preserve a place to be so pristine, so perfect, care so much about such an amazing place, you know, that is like represents the opposite of what it really is if you really think about it deeply. I mean, this place is the first major oil well in all of California. And, you know, do you see any oil rigs? That's beautiful. What California did with that, how they give that a hidden meaning, a hidden agenda, you know? They were able to, you know, market this place as a tourist, you know, attraction, which there's nothing much here except, you know, the great outdoors. I mean, there's that beautiful creek there, you know, I could just get lost here for hours. I mean, the shade, the oxygen, you know, pardon me, let me clear my throat from all the COVID-19, you know, probably wouldn't exist if we could all live out here. The second, you know, you get indoors, all those people, the air just gets so hot, there's no circulation, it just only makes sense, you know, that will thrive for other things to, you know, want to live off us. So it only makes sense to, you know, live in a very holistic, you know, way that we can all kind of sustain. And, you know, this water looks a little yellow, but man, you don't see running little creeks like that often in California. We had a great winter. You know, that's what I loved to do when I was a kid. You know, carve a little piece of wood, like, you know, maybe something like that. Make a little guy, and just toss him down the creek. See how far he could go. You know, it's kind of like a little like story of life in a microcosm. You know, let's see when he's gonna hit a bump. Let's see what his next hurdle will be. And you know it's always coming. There's not a smooth path. You know, you can be flexible like water. You know, we could put our feet up and float downstream. You know, put our head back, close our eyes, take a deep breath, calm. But like, is it realistic? Is life built on, you know, amazing stream that you'll never run into one of those rocks? I mean, you tell me. That's an open-ended question. You know how those go. They're never solved. So, yeah, that's just the innate nature of being a human, and, you know, having that struggle. And, you know, the deeper down you go down that hole, the harder it is. I don't want to yell. I don't want to have to be, you know, mean or mad to make that impact on people, but at the same time, like, people need to be trusted, and I don't know what's going on in this world, you know, with mass shootings and stuff like that. I don't want to be in it around any organized, you know, like nothing, you know, there's always some issue. There's got to be a winner and loser, just like everything in life. Even though we have plenty of resources for everyone, you know, we got guys, we got Bill Gateses, we got all these people, George Soros, who, they want to, you know, give their entire fortune away slowly every year in a gradual, you know, systematic, bureaucratic, democratic way for the greater good of society. But, you know, why is it so hard? Why are people still struggling so much? Why are their kids starving in Africa? Why are their kids starving in LA? It's a war zone here. And it's not so much to think that, you know, I'm just trying to play the big media and say this is the way it is, because there's always got to be a winner and loser. And, you know, LA is a prime example of how to change the world. People are trying to do the right things. People, you know, it's hard to run a business. We have the most innovation, but at the same time, there's so much, you know, people wanting to fight and people wanting to take advantage of the system. And, like, you know, that's fine. I mean, people shouldn't have so much like this. I mean, people like Bill Gates and George Soros, I don't know what their hidden motives are. And, you know, that's fine for them to, you know, help in the way that they know to help based on their, you know, upbringings, their background. I'm not saying I know George Soros. He used to be a Schwartz. I know he had to, like, mask who he was. People are trying to persecute him for, you know, who he really was. So I'm not saying he's not going out there and changing things because he wants to, you know, deceive us as a society. Obviously, just because you're a smart person doesn't mean you want to help society. People that earn their money in this country can do whatever they want with it. That's capitalism. If they want to exploit, I don't know. He wants a one world order, a new world order, to have one government that calls all the shots. I don't know. It's tough to think. Things need to be standardized. We all talk about processes. We all talk about process improvement, standardization, whether we could clean the data, standardize the data. We have too much one-offs, things we can't analyze because we can't compile the information quick enough. Well, maybe it would be good to have a new world order. It's just a thought. I don't want to take people's individualism away from them, but at the same time, you know, I mean, people have erratic ideas, and I mean, if we've all thought about these things in the past, the same way laws work in science and, you know, the legal system, judicial, you know, the checks and balances with the Constitution, how to ratify amendments, you know, how to go through bipartisanship, whether, you know, I mean, let's all face it, that's the best system we got. No one's ever came up with a better one. I'd be damn hard try to figure out a better one. Our ancestors did a great job. Whether you want to twist it and say, you know, they were part of some other thing, trying to, you know, twist society in another way for their own hidden agenda. I mean, that's okay to think about, but I think they were good people who had, you know, good intentions, and you know, that's why this country is so great. And it just comes down to, you know, they were, you know, brave enough to stand up, stick up for what's right, and, you know, really preach and let's see through common sense. Everything we're doing is common sense. It just becomes, you know, when will we reach late stage capitalism? Are we there now? You know, not to switch gears, but do we hit a bottom in the stock market? As this here, the hedge funds, you know, switch their direction. Is, you know, fintech and, you know, high growth companies, have they turned the corner? Like, which flood are we like spewing today? You know, is it fundamentals? Do we still need oil? Do we still need consumer products? I don't know. I could live off this land. So we want to see these revenue numbers grow fast. But at the end of the day, nothing's to be spoken for. There's no accountability. It's all leaking through some way. Whether, there's a tax scheme and a tax loophole, Trump, he paid $1 too much in taxes, and, I can't blame him. I mean, we all got to pay $1 here and there, but, really, you create a business, you get all the good write-offs. Oh, it's a cash-only business. Oh, but the bank can't verify that information, so the money doesn't exist. Well, I could still live off that money. That's okay. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't say that on record. I know it's not a little too unprogressive for people, in California. I don't know where my videos will be published. I'm not looking for, any sort of claim to fame. I'm just brainstorming here. I want people to come out and think. I have very small mind, very small ideas. I love, just to get on an open forum, talk with people, what they think, not just about business, not just about technology, the wilderness, legal system, how, the states, politics, the big media, how wealth's distributed to people, how we could just make sure we preserve places like this for the greater good of the next generation. I have a kid, and that's all we can do is educate them to be better than us. And I don't know, I get a little. Here's another creek. Fill it up a little more. Sure sounds better than me talking, doesn't it? Ain't that the truth? Oh man, this would be a great camping spot. Wow, really, no one ever comes back here. I'm so blessed to live in a place so close to something like this. I can't believe they know people have to walk all the way back here to see. I think there's other buildings back here. That first one was just impeccable, really. Never quite seen something open to the public like that. I really commend the LA County Parks and Rec system for doing such a good job there. My hat's off, hands down. My breath has been taken away. I love it. The weeds and the road. My wife's calling out part 2 coming.